Got to be out of here by 11:30 and it's 11 o'clock, so. Thing is loud. I'd like to start the meeting off with the Pledge of Allegiance. If we could all stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We had Dave present the field day, and looking forward to that. I can make some comments, but we're going to run out of time here. So as far as the quorum call, Secretary or Treasurer, do we have a quorum at this time? Paul. Oh, thank you very much, Paul. All right. At this time, we need to approve the minutes from last month. Do we have a motion?
In 7RHE, I so moved.
Who was the first? Who was? Dave Smith and then Phil. Any questions or any comments? All in favor of approving the minutes? Go ahead and raise your hand. Any opposed? Okay, the motion passed for approving the minutes. I'll call on the Vice President right now for new membership. Again, just a reminder, we have only till 11:30 to finish all our business and be out of here. So brevity is the word of the day, if possible. Thanks, Paul.
Okay. Thank you all for being here and on Zoom. We have 5 potential members for approval. We'll start off with Jason De La Cruz. Are you here? Okay. Ryan Bentley. Are you here? Howard Lim. Are you here? Ryan Benroth. Steve Engel. Ignell, pardon me, Steve Ignell. Are you here? Thank you. Yes. Steve's background, retired fishery scientist. Somehow fishing and science, with my background in trying, I can wet a hook for hours and never have anything happen. His license goes to 2033 and used to be, has 2 other call signs from years ago. Found us through a Google search. Come up and speak a few words.
I guess I can talk 5 times as long since the other people are here. Just real quickly, I been thinking about being a ham again, so I attended last month's meeting here. And I heard David talk about field day and it just whetted my appetite. So I went and got my technician. They bumped me up to general because I used to be an advanced, and now I'm a ham. And looking forward to putting a station together and joining folks at Ford Flagler. The two other times real quickly, once when I was a kid, built my own transmitter, had an SX28, built my own antennas. And then I had a lull in my work, so I became a ham again. That was Whiskey Lima 7, Quebec Delta. Had a lot of fun chasing DX. Looking forward to doing it again.
Thank you very much. Okay. Any questions for him? Okay, we'll now have to have him step outside while we have a discussion. Oh, whoop. Okay. Escort for your own protection. Anybody in the audience have anything to say? So we'll get him to bring a shovel and all kinds of stuff, right? Okay. Anything from Zoom? Nope, I don't see anything. Okay. Call for the question. Everybody in favor? That looks like a preponderance. We will say he passed. Thank you all. So we'll put these forward with form from the next. Come back. Are they still going down to the creek?
He went on a tour of the facility.
Did I see? I didn't see anything up there.
It was $100.
Yeah, welcome, Steve. Steve, the treasurer will be very happy to talk with you in a few minutes. That's it.
Thank you, Paul. Next, we got the treasurer's report.
I'd like to say that we're doing very well. Our membership is at 308 people, so thank you. If you have dues to pay, please come over and see me. And as far as the swap meet, this is the last month. At the end of the month, we close out the books. So if you have any expenditures, please get them in so we can close out the books for swap meet. Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Any other officers need to report at this time? Oh, your committee. You're next, though. At this time, we have Alex from Facilities and Publicity.
Hey there, Alex, Whiskey 7 Alpha Echo Mike. First off, wanted to throw a shout out to John, KE7OXR, for making this facility available for the last couple of months. Just a big bailout for the club to have a nice facility like this. And I wanted to announce, in case you hadn't heard, next month's meeting is going to be at the Kent Senior Center. The address is 600 East Smith. And it's just a couple blocks east of Central Avenue off of Smith. So we're going to be using that venue for June, July. August is our picnic, so we won't be using it then, but we'll be back there in September. We're just going to see how it works out for us. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. As far as standing committees, any other committee chairs need to report at this time? Okay. Any reports from publicity, or excuse me, the webmaster or IT? Good to go. All right. As far as essential committees, we got audit, awards, finance, and strategic planning. Any reports from those committees at this time?
Sam in 7RHE Audit Committee.
Okay,
We'll be meeting sometime.
Sam?
We'll be meeting in June by Zoom for the audit of the swap meet.
can somebody see what Sam? Okay. Okay, so Scott is telling us that Sam is reminding us that we have an audit for the swap meet books coming up in, I think it's June. So we'll be looking for that. Event committees, picnic, field day, or swap meet, anything there? We just had a good presentation from Dave for swap meet, field day. Anybody else? All right, so we're on to old business. Any old business that we need to attend to? All right, this is looking like we'll make 11:30, so. I know we have some new business. We have Robert, KJ7CBO. Is he online or is he present?
I am online.
Okay, so somehow we need to get him. Okay. So we need to unmute him so he can talk about his idea. At least present it to the general membership.
Am I unmuted? Let me see. I don't know where it's at.
We could hear you. We're
Try and
okay.
talk now.
Can everybody hear me?
Oh, Roger.
All right, perfect. All right, I don't know about the screen sharing bit. However, just a heads up, and I've sort of kept it under my hat for a while. But a couple of months ago, I was in contact with the Washington State Department of Transportation for an idea, right? I'm always trying to think out of the box. And the idea behind this idea that I'll present very quickly in short form is a great opportunity for Mike and Key to be able to show what Mike and Key is about on a local level. So I was in contact with the department.
somebody send him a message and tell him,
All right, I can hear, but I don't know if they can hear me.
We can hear you.
yeah, Robert, you're not coming through the speaker in the facility right now.
I don't know why that is.
Is there anything we can do to fix that?
That is bizarre.
You're okay, Robert. It's just the site at the facility that needs to be fixed.
Yep. I'll hang on for Carl and see what they can come up with.
Right now, Robert.
All right, Carl, can you hear me?
No, you're not coming through.
That is strange. Okay, I can hear him on Zoom. Yep.
Robert, they have a pretty fancy setup at the site, the meeting room, and sometimes they have a little difficulty.
Okay, I need to probably hang on until they can get that corrected.
Try again, Robert.
Okay, how about that, Carl? Is that better?
Robert's frozen.
I'm frozen in time. Timeless. All right, we will see. Carl, can you hear me now? Yeah, if anything goes wrong, it always happens when you're live. All right, let me see if I can see myself waving. Okay. Carl, can you hear me?
Not only that, but the whole concept of this hybrid stuff is that it's just really kind of confusing for the whole thing.
We're
And
gonna have to.
there- that part looks like
Yeah,
a back in the house PA system, the way it switches around. So stand by, Gil.
All right, Carl, is that fixed? Can you hear me?
Okay, we're gonna have to try and do this another time, Robert. I'm sorry. We can't figure out the audio. So we're just gonna move on as far as. Oh, okay, hold on.
All right, we will see. That is a weird thing.
We're gonna run out of time, to be honest. I wish we could.
This is Michael, Volunteer Council, KG7MX. It sounds like any presentations regarding club operations should first be made at the board meeting rather than at the general membership meeting.
Okay, Michael, we got audio now, so Robert, go ahead and restart your proposal.
All right, is the audio working properly?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. I will make this as short as I can. I have been recently in contact with the Washington State Department of Transportation about doing an event for Mike and Key to offer coffee and donuts and things like that to travelers at a rest stop there in Federal Way, just south of the amusement park over there, that water park. Anyway, the idea behind it is to get people involved in Mike and Key to go down there, show off some of their equipment, their radios, do some radio contacts down there, and good PR for the group as a whole. And I know that there was a question last week or last month rather, about the safety and security of that park due to maybe homeless people living there and all that. Keep in mind though that that anyone going into that rest stop are only allowed to be there for 24 hours at a time. And the highway patrol is constantly going in there. So safety, that's not going to be a big deal at all. But nonetheless, this is going to be, or could be potentially a great opportunity for Mike and Key and for members that normally would not get out too much to do things. So setting up radio gear, doing coffee, good conversation with folks that come in there. That would be an absolute awesome opportunity for everybody to get involved in it. And that's what I've got.
Thanks, Robert. It's a good idea. So from what I understand, the board is going to have to sanction this event due to the it being a nonprofit organization. So we're going to have further discussion with the board, and I'm looking forward to making this happen. It sounds like a good idea and good opportunity to present ham radio to the public. I know there's a lot of people that go through rest stops because I'm one of them. So I look forward to that opportunity.
All right, Carl, it sounds like a plan to me.
So
I
don't.
I was talking with a lady that Angela is her name, that works with the DOT, and so there's no super busy rush to try to get an answer back to her. Just whenever that we can, as a group, that would be an awesome idea.
All right, Robert. Thank you very much. We're gonna have to move on. Robert, KD7VID, are you on? Or are you present?
Yeah, I'm on Zoom.
So you had a proposal for input to field day logging to POTA. So go ahead, try and make it short. We only have a couple minutes left for the room.
Oh yeah, it is very short. Just as a preface, I'm engaged in a project which I've already discussed with the board to go back and submit past field day logs for Parks on the Air credit. They will accept logs from past years. Relevant to that, the past logs will only be given activator credit for the club because the operator information is either missing or unreliable. What I wanted to suggest is if we in our logging for field day, if we pay close attention to operator changeovers, when you operate at a station, make sure that it's recorded. There's a setting in the N3FJP software that has the call sign and initials of the operator. Make sure when you're operating that gets changed over to you. And going forward, when we submit those logs for Parks on the Air credit, then not only the club will get credit, but the individual can get credit as well. So just a point of emphasis for field day logging.
Okay, Robert, thank you very much. Any other new business at this time?
Do have other new business, and I'll make it extremely short.
Thank you.
Working couple issues that I wanted to work with club members, or an article that was in the relay. They would say, please contact and give a person's name. Well, how do I contact them? We need to get a method, or at least when you submit an article to the relay, include how to contact you. And otherwise, I spent 2 months trying to find somebody one time. So that's it. Just and I am working with the treasurer, and I'm going to see if I can restore the old membership list, paper membership list that we used to publish. Well, we published it, we emailed it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Gil. Any other new business? All right, for the good of the order, I know we had Scott that wanted to talk about something.
In July 1st, we're switching the general class question pool. So if you've been studying your questions, you need to take your upgrade exam for general this month or next month, or you have to study under the new question pool. So I'm just letting you know that.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. Anything else for the good of the order? Let's get you a microphone.
Steve Olson, KK7FQW. I am at this point in time installing a new hex beam antenna at my location. And I'm looking for 1 or 2 people that might be willing to give me some help. I have one already. John Enders from Enumclaw is going to make the long trek to Kirkland to help me out. And if there's somebody else, I would love it. Ah, you're very close. I like that. Anyway, but thank you very much. Stick around and I'll talk to you.
Okay, last call for good of the order. Okay, we have a motion. Somebody have something? Go ahead.
I think he left himself unmuted. It was Robert, so go ahead.
Can we get a motion to adjourn? We need to end the meeting at this time. Phil? And what was your name? Thank you. All in favor of adjourning the meeting, raise your hand. Any opposed? Too bad. I'd like to thank everybody for attending in person and on Zoom, and congratulations to, what is it, Steve, for our new member, and look forward to seeing you next month, right before Field Day. Remember Field Day? It's a great time. Even though I've been there one time, it was quite memorable. So have a good day. Thank you.